What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I basically want to pose a question, or should I say, something has came to my attention when it pertains to the NBA, and I'm gonna just get right into it. So I don't know if it's. Let me say this first. Player scoring is at a all-time high. Now, I don't know if it's defense. I don't know if it's the fact that a matter of guys are just extremely talented. I don't know if it's the implement of more possessions. I don't know what it is, but over the last, well, not even over the last few weeks, since the season has begun, I'm going to read off some numbers, but when you look at these ungodly and video game 2K NBA my player type numbers that guys are putting up, it's honestly insane. I'm not even speaking on the performances from tonight, but I'm going to get into that. But when you look at guys like Luka putting up 60 and Joel Embiid putting up 50 plus and just ungodly numbers from this guy and that guy, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Giannis, and the list goes on and on and on. Yes, these are great and talented players that we watch them perform night in and night out. And as an NBA fan, I am glad to see things like this. I like to see guys score. I like to see guys, put on a show. But at this rate, at this clip, a lot of records are going to be obliterated. A lot of scoring records where you say, dang, we didn't think nobody was going to be able to eclipse that. I say that because you see performances like what Donovan Mitchell just recently did, and you say to yourself, is 100 really possible? Like honestly, when you really see performances like that, or like Luka, can you see a player in today's game getting closer? Like Kobe had 81, 19 away from Wilt's record. Before Donovan Mitchell 71, the next person to get close to Kobe that's currently in the NBA was Devin Booker. And we seen him go off earlier this year. So when you see the magnitude and the rate that players are scoring, is it a cause for concern if you are an NBA fan? Do you say guys are shooting too much, or do you say, let them have at it? But let's get into some guys that scored over. These are just guys that scored over 40 tonight. So you had Donovan Mitchell score 71. You had Klay Thompson pouring 54. You had Joel Embiid with 42. LeBron James with 43. You had DeMar DeRozan with 44. Luka Doncic with 39. I mean, the list goes on and on. And like I said, you have already guys that's averaging over 30. Guys are averaging over 30. So this is nightly guys are putting up these type of numbers. You have Luka leading the league right now with his points per game. And I believe Luka is somewhere around 30, almost 35 a game. You have Joel Embiid, 33.5. Giannis, 32. Tatum, 30. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 30. Steph, even though he's hurt, 30. Kevin Durant, 29. Donovan Mitchell, 29. LeBron, 29. It's honestly insane when you look at the numbers that these guys are putting up night after night. And I mean, when you do score 40s and 50s and 60s, I mean, that does help out your average. Now, to an old school mind or eye that watches the league, of course, they would probably tell you that the NBA is ruined. Guys don't play defense. Guys just get to the rim. Guys just the referees allow guys to get to the line 20 some odd times, and that helps in scoring. Yes, that's true. But I believe skill also has something to do with it. Every player, I always say this, every player in the NBA can do three things: dribble, pass, and shoot. That's my opinion. Now, the guys that's on the list of top scorers in the league, those guys can score at all four levels. And I speak on that in a lot of other videos that I post. And that's, being able to get to the rim, mid-range, free throw shooting, and three-pointers. So a lot of those guys that are in the upper echelon of scoring can do all four things. Though that the art of scoring the basketball is a skill. A lot of guys, they can score, but at this clip and at this rate, it takes a different mindset. It takes a different, shift when you're on the court. Knowing to get yours, knowing how to get to your spots, knowing when to ramp it up during the game, knowing, okay, it's 4 minutes to go before halftime. Okay, I'm going to try to get 6 to 8 points right here. It's the beginning of the third. Okay, I need to turn it on to start the half. It's things like that. Like, only certain guys have that. Now, am I going to believe? Now, all right, here's another thing, right? These performances that I'm speaking on right now in this video, we get at least 3 to 5 performances like this a week. Is that a thing that's going to continue? I don't know. But one week you see a guy score 60, you see a guy score 55, you see a guy score 48, 35, 49. It's like the mega ball, the way you just see guys putting up these godly numbers. So me, like I said, as a fan, do I like it? Of course. You want to see scoring the same way when I watch a baseball game. I want to see home runs. You love to see the three. It's exciting. You love to see guys put up these type of numbers because now you put them on par with guys from the past that put up these type of numbers, and then you can have the argument, well, who was better, this, that, the things that keep the conversation going so fans and analysts can have something to speak on and talk about in the news. So this is the conversation piece that I wanted to have. Is the scoring a bad thing for the league? I'm going to say no. I love to see it. But on the contrary, is defense that bad these days? I don't see guys, of course guys are, you have walking buckets, your Kevin Durant's, your Kyrie's, it's walking buckets in the NBA, right? Guys that when they step on the floor, you can pencil them in for 25, 30, 35, depending on the player that you're speaking on in that particular conversation. I think that the league doesn't, well, here's the thing, right? We had this problem for a few years running during the All-Star game where guys was just running the score up and something had to be done. I feel like the thing that would have to be done in this scenario is coaches for across the league will have to, game plan better and just ramp up the defense a little more. We're a long ways from the days of San Antonio versus Detroit Pistons, and we're seeing 79, 80-point finals games and nobody's watching. So the scores is being ran up. It's exciting. Fans will tune in. Fans will watch. I'm one of them. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like I said, man, I'm not of the mindset that this is ruining the game. But like I said, it's a conversation piece that's ready to be had, because if this keeps going on and on and on, we might see somebody finally in the league average 40. And that's a stretch. Like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. This is Astronaut H. It's the What More Do You Want Network. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.